And welcome my fellow Scout Rangers to a 4v4 Napoleon Total War 3 battle replay today at the map Pomerania 1. Treasure Fade comes from either Anzac or Druska, I'm not too familiar. On their team, they're actually allies today. We have also John Baptiste Benedotte and Scottish Person. The other team, we have Petrol Sniffer, MacDonald, Lazok 520 and Soggy Potato. Now on the map today I can't really distinguish the points in the field today. I think this is a battle to the death, or a historical battle possibly. We have in front of us Österreich 1813 or Austria 1813. We have Prussia. We've also got Sweden. And we have two Swedish armies. We have an all-France affair on the other side, I believe, today. I'm seeing. Oh, no, here we go. We have Austria-Italian army over here as well, 1799. Now, this map is a familiar map. I actually played on this map not too long ago from memory. I captured this building. That building's pretty much a fortress. You gotta love capturing points like this. They're also pretty handy to have in a line battle as well, especially when enemies trying to overrun your position. As long as you've got some decent shooters in this building here, they can actually kill a lot of men as they try to claim the area, or as they try to swarm over the area. So it's always handy having a few units inside such buildings, I suppose, and placing your army around that building too, trying to draw the enemy towards you, you know. Fighting in that building would be very, very handy. Now, the map, there's also plenty of space for cavalry and artillery. The swamp doesn't really slow cavalry down from memory. Whoever controls this city pretty much has to hold it. It's a wide open plain. It's great for cavalry warfare as long as cavalry fights away from the cities. If you try to fight near the city, you're basically going to really handicap yourself. Possibly make it easier for infantry to shoot you to pieces. Now, while I wait for the combat to begin, if you want to see your own Total War replay here, don't forget to check out those links you'll find in the video description below, the very top. There, of course, my email at scoutsentertainment@gmail.com. You can also join my Discord server, Scout Constants, and post your Total War replay right there as well. And I think with that, we'll fast forward to the beginning of the battle, and I'll see you there. Alright guys, we're back. Sweden has been chasing 4 units of French cav. I question the charge here. I'm not too sure what he was thinking. He got a solid start here. He charged this unit and then it got winded, I don't know, it just stopped and then it was charged by the French unit. Now it's going to be broken. This was a losing battle for Sweden. They broke one unit, which was pretty impressive considering they charged into a force 4 times their size. I'm wondering what the Swedish player was trying to accomplish there by charging into prepared cavalry. It's not like he was getting the drop on them. They knew he was coming. They weren't after artillery, they weren't after a general. The general is close by after all, but they weren't going after him. They charged directly into the cavalry there. I don't really understand that attack, but anyway. Looks like we got one of the Austrian armies here. It's going to engage France all the way over here on the ridge. In fact, he's already started. We've got a couple of cavalry engagements going on here. Austria here has a crap ton of cavalry. There's no way France can overwhelm him by himself. He needs the allies. He needs his ally support here to try and deal with Austria. Careful, mate. You're going to shoot your own cav. Austria and Prussia cutting off France here from his allies, or at least they're trying to. I don't think that's possible. I think if his allies wanted to join him, France could easily come this way. It's far away from the coalition armies. The only thing that can really hinder them is the coalition cav, but as long as the infantry here has squareable ability, or the ones they put out front between them and the rest of the army, it should be able to protect the army as it makes its way over here and deter any possible coalition charges. You can see here the way Austria is trying to approach this, he's trying to form his army in such a way where he can move on the French force while having superior firepower and numbers. So he's just trying to stretch out his line just enough that he can wrap around the French line if he wanted to. Now, we're not seeing any more French troops make their way to the left flank, and assuming there isn't any, this definitely gives Austria the edge in this battle here. Now, they've got the infantry starting to fire. I don't know if they're bringing up artillery here to the ridge. I just see infantry. France here trying to draw Austria down the hill. I'm not really sure why Austria would follow him. He has the high ground. Coming down the slope would just make it easier for the French artillery here to pick him off. And they blasted their own forces by accident. Yeah, the further they come down the hill, the easier it will be for the artillery to get a bead on them. But Austria's going to come down anyway. Okay, Austria's charging in. Okay, Austria, that was actually a pretty good attack. Unfortunately, his cavalry unit broke. But they managed to surround the two French units here. We've got some mid-tier dragoons. Oh, Austria just won that battle. They don't have the best morale, do they? Most of the units still alive, and they almost broke. Austria almost lost them. Looking at the bodies, it looks like France concentrated on the right unit here, on the right flank of Austria. They've lost the most men. If Austria gets down to the road here, at the bottom of the slope, that should put the French infantry between them and the French artillery. So they got a choice to make. They either stay here and risk getting killed by the artillery, which would take a very long time. It's like it's a very sudden threat. Or they can move down and try and get some cover from the French forces here. But the gamble with that is if the morale of these troops doesn't match or is greater than the French forces here, then the French army, if their quality is superior and the morale is superior to the Austrians, they will win that battle, and Austria's army here will crumble. Getting in close quarter engagements from experience is a high risk strategy. You got to make sure your units here have the morale to stay in the fight long enough to do more damage to your enemy, then your enemy can break you. Now France is pulling him towards him. We also got Prussia coming over here, so Prussia needs to watch his rear. Looks like we've got some cavalry battles going on over here. Looks like Prussia was trying to scout. Oh, we've got some Prussian cav here. A tiny unit that's taking out some French artillery. Well, they broke the artillery. It doesn't look too good for the Prussians here, does it? They've been in the fight for a while. They're exhausted. That played a factor in their defeat. They got a cav unit back, but they probably should run it away. French cav here has charged into the entire Prussian army. It is complete bedlam over here. I don't know if Prussia was counting on France launching an all-out assault on his line or not. He can't form square. He's going to have to rely on the melee combat skills and morale of his men to stay in the line. A lot of his men, though, are shooting the approaching French forces. Okay, we've got France breaking. Prussia is just hanging on their left flank. We've got one unit there that's broken. was definitely high risk, high reward there. And we've got our coalition general, Scottish person, just lost his general over here, sniped out by the Frenchies. We're about to charge into his own infantry as they try to enter the city here. I think, come on, you gotta turn around, Sweden. Sweden Finska is, I don't know what's going on here. They're still trying to run away. Well, Austria, Italia is entering the city with haste, trying to help Sweden here. Meanwhile, they've destroyed, well, it looks like a portion of one of the French armies. They need the general. Oh, they're going to kill some of their own troops here. Jeez, 1813 is going to reorganize his men. It has charged the artillery position. Well, France charged into some regular infantry. They better try and deal with that. Oh, France broke. That is the best news ever. For Austria, anyway. We had an enormous unit of hussars just come in, slam into the French, and now they've got the Austrian infantry charging in them from behind. Jeez, it might have felt like a good strategy at the time, but now I'm not so sure. No, pressure's coming back. Jeez, it was definitely touch and go there. Austria should probably charge in right now. The general's mixed in with the infantry.
Our men are running, sir.
Yeah, Austria's taken a few hits. They've still got a healthy army. The general's right there. I think this is him. Yep, there he goes. Petrol sniffer. Austrian infantry is just going to engage, and once that battle is intensely underway, that's when the cav will strike right in the rear there. Got a bit of a battle starting to unfold here in the city. Looks like Sweden charged out a little bit. No, Sweden is still with us. I'm not too sure why this unit here has been left to die. Some interesting moves going on here from the coalition. In the city, anyway. Over here, the battle couldn't be going better for Austria. I think they might be coming in to finish them off. He's a heavy cav, so they're not going to move that fast. Okay, the Austrians have just pulled away at the last second. Not too sure why, they didn't form square, so it's kind of interesting, isn't it? Oh, the army's just going to crumble on its own. Ah, still, having that cav charge in would have been the way to go.
The men are fatigued.
Cav should definitely clean up these units just in case they might come back, you know? Meanwhile, Austria is joining Prussia over here, and he's also got their other ally coming in from the... Is it from the north? Yeah, it's from the north. France here is going to find himself trapped on 3 sides here. If he's not careful, he has to pull back. He has to figure out a new way to approach this. I don't know. I don't think he has time to pull back this direction to regroup with his ally. His ally right now has to abandon their assault in the city and come over here and support these forces here and try to push back the Austro-Italian player towards Prussia and the rest of the Austrians in the south. I think it would be better for the Imperials if they just abandon this front here, move over here. Because this way it'll push Austria and get Austria off the back here, so this French player can reform and begin facing the Prussians, or the incoming Prussians and Austrians in the south. If the Imperials leave this player here to fend for himself, I think he will not survive. I think his time on this battlefield will be short-lived. However, the other allies could offer him a lifeline and put a lot of pressure here on the left flank of this Austrian army there. Jeez, Sweden's getting pummeled. I don't think he's having the best day today. Poor Swedish player. Much like the first French army. But it seems to have evened the odds a bit between the two teams. We've got the Austrians here running to the line here. They are not organising themselves very well. I think these guys are going for a bayonet charge. They are going in for a bayonet charge. Oh, right in the groin. Well, it was a brave charge and it paid off. Cavs charging in, trying to throw back the Austrians. These guys here, they can't form square. The Cav didn't get off a good charge. They're trying to delay the Austrians, but they've got grenadiers here. This French player needs to withdraw his Cav. It's probably too late now.
We have killed their general, sir. Now they must break.
Okay, MacDonald here. This lost his general. Stomped out by the Prussians. These guys here, they form square. And the enemy Cav has hit it. They're snagged. But, will they break or not? Alright, as I feared, France is going to find himself surrounded. France needs to come over. They got this guy reinforcements now. Oh man, the coalition couldn't ask for a better battle to unfold their way. The French team should not have left this player to fend for himself. He was always going to be surrounded without assistance. He really needed his teammate to come this way and open him a lifeline. Meanwhile, we got the 1799 Austrians sealing their fate. Here comes the other Austrian player. I'll just call them 1813 and 1799 just to avoid confusion. The bayonet charge happening here. Oh, they might break both of them. Yep. And they're going to walk right into the rest of the Austrians here, and they ain't coming back. One by one, they will fall. I don't know if this Austrian player, the 1813 player, needs to maybe in at all. Maybe we should just wait for the 1799 to move in from behind. Continue to shoot at for the time being from a distance. Coalition has set up a measly defense over here. Should be quickly swept aside. Not too sure what they were trying to accomplish here. Besides maybe delaying the enemy. Prussia has occupied the town hall. NTW3 is being a little bit slow. He's coming. But it's looking like the coalition forces will need to fight their way into the city. We've got 2 units left over here. Alright, they've had enough. Imperials here being defeated. And it looks like we'll see a break. These skirmishers are going to die for sure. These other 3 units here will probably escape. Coalition here has time to get to the town hall to hold it, if they wanted to. Question is, what are they going to do about these French forces over here? Alright, looks like they're on the move. They're finally turning around. We've got some Prussian cav here. Just trying to sneak by unnoticed. French cav has seen it, they're going after him. Alright guys, we'll do this one cut and we'll come back shortly. I heard a cav trumpet, but I couldn't see any charging at first, and then, yep, this was the unit that was charging. I also noticed that the Prussians here, they're trying to sneak their way through. They're hidden. What is their possible target here? We got some French infantry. We got the general. Okay, the general is here. So unit 16. This cav unit over here is down to 9. Let's go wait for the infantry to be a little bit far. Bit of a risk here. If you're a general unit, maybe in the future you probably shouldn't put your general near a forest. It'd be amazing how often you'll have cav charge out of that forest and straight into your general and kills it. Now, France can see him. He's not hidden anymore. He might succeed. Okay, he's running. He's trying to get away. France did see him.
Our men are running, sir.
They broke the French general and they killed him. They did it. And they're still intact. Soggy Potato here, unlucky, man. They lost only 1 cav. Only 1 horse in that battle. I think France might be going in for a bayonet charge unless he halts very, very soon. Okay, looks like Austria's going to be the one that charges. France doesn't have the time. These guys, yeah, they're running. Grenadiers coming in to support them. These four units, they got to move forward. They got to fire on these guys. No, they lost the big building. Prussia mustn't have had a grenadier unit inside it to defend it. There's so much smoke inside this building. Well, Austria is gathering around it. We've sent troops inside, and they're sending a second unit here to keep these guys off their backs.
Our men are running, sir.
The Austrians proving almost no match here for the French forces. We got Cav moving around here. They've got a lot of French Cav still alive and with us. I think this army here still has their general alive. France might be being suicidal here. They're not standing in the best firing line, are they? Or the best firing formation. These guys here, they're facing the wrong direction. They really want to charge you. Well, they are grenadiers, I suppose. Alright, they got him. Austrians and Prussians all moving in. The last battle will be fought over here. They'll just clean up those French forces before they join the rest of the armies here. If the coalition wants to win a quick victory, they need to move their armies through the town here, and that's going to take time because the waters here will definitely slow their progress. Will slow the advance. Taking this building though would be handy. They'd definitely put their left flank under a bit of pressure. The Austrians are being a bit slow with their cav moving it around. So they've got the large hussar unit. Prussians here have taken one of the fortresses in the area. Don't think they need it right now, but they've taken it anyway. Probably too soon. I don't think Austria had the forces in place here to attack. Yeah, see, they broke as soon as they engaged. You won't get them back. Yeah, Austria was just too eager there with that unit. See, hearing the cav trumpet. This should be the last. France still has one more cav unit plus their general unit. Eager and active. Austrian dragoons here. Easily outnumber their enemy. Jeez, Austria might lose this battle. They had like 100 dragoons left when this battle began.
Our men are running, sir.
France holds them off. That is impressive, and I didn't see the battle going that way. I didn't think they had enough. Jeez, Austrian's Cav force looked far superior than the French team. They weren't exhausted. At least a couple of those units weren't. Alright, we've got a bit of a pursuit on our hands, so we'll come back once France turns around and fights. Alright, we're back, and we've got here Austria 1799 charging in. His grenadiers managed to catch this unit. Alright, they recaptured the town hall. It's a Napoleon foot pursuit. Austria just keeps pursuing him. He managed to catch another unit here and broke them. I don't think he'll catch any more. They're too far away, and if he keeps running like this, he's going to exhaust his entire force. Alright guys, we're back. You should have just seen it. You saw the coalition forces pursuing the French army. All of a sudden, all these other units here just popped out of nowhere. I think he was planning a little surprising counter-attack for our coalition friends here. He's managed to get his line formed up pretty quickly, actually. The real danger is his left flank. Also his right. The center, though, is looking pretty solid. They'll need the cap to harass the left flank of the coalition. Maybe the general is dead. $17.99 really likes bayonet charging his opponent. Just keeps doing it, and it seems to be working, which is probably why, you know, something works, keep doing it, I suppose, until it fails. One unit down. Prussians here, moving in. Should be able to get some flanking fire there on these French forces. Yep, they're all broken. I've seen a few fall there, but I think yeah, college needs to kill a few more. His army just crumbled on him. I've got a few forces left in the area. Well, the French cab managed to break 2 coalition units over here. I don't know where the cab's gone, but it probably should just charge in and end it. French armies here have been destroyed. What else we got in the distance? Anything? Slight battle here. No real contest. Prussia will win that one. And I think that's it, guys. I think we're done. Zyklov at 520. Killed by those... Geez, this Hussar unit has gotten 2 general kills to their name. It's a tiny unit, proving to be very effective. But I think we are at the end, guys, and so we will fast forward it to the end. Victory! I don't think I have the battle table to show you guys, so I'll just have a look here at the kill count. We got here the Dragoons, 343 kills, that's pretty high. One of the highest I've seen. The Ugashish infantry was 128, and the rest ranged from 99 all the way down to zip. Still, that was a great effort there by the coalition forces. Well done, guys. If you want to see your own Total War replay featured here on this channel, everyone, don't forget to check out those links you'll find in the video description below, and I hope to hear from you soon. This is Mika from Scouts of Entertainment signing off. Goodbye, my fellow Rangers, and I'll catch you all in the next Total War battle.